The College Coaches Corner here with LGR. We got another NAI coach from Louisiana, Coach Matt Strickland from LSU-Shreveport. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I can't complain, man. A little bored, got a little extra time on my hands, so I'm trying to reach out to a couple of you college coaches and just get a little insight from you guys. Appreciate you coming on with us. I want to congratulate you on a great, successful first season. You guys won a ton of games, close games. I was following with you guys on social media. It was fun to be a part of the ride. I know it got cut a little short. You guys won the Red River Conference, and y'all are headed to the NAI National Championship Tournament. You want to explain and talk a little bit about your first season?
Yeah, it was definitely a fun year. We had a lot of new faces in our program, from the coaching staff to the players, and we were able to kind of put it together. We played some really good competition early on in the season that I thought prepared us for a conference schedule and a stretch down the season. So really happy how the first year went. 23-7 is a really good record. We beat a Division I, so I think we had a good first year, and we're looking to build on top of that going into year two.
Yeah, I saw y'all beat a Division I. Y'all competed with some other ones. anytime you can, get paid to go play a game and come away with the W at someone else's house, that's gotta feel good, man. Yeah.
No, definitely. I think we played 4 Division I's this year. That was really fun for our players, especially to experience, playing a Division I type of schedule. Being able to go play some really good schools like Stephen F. Austin, who is a really good Southland school. We ended up playing Northwestern State, McNeese, and Houston Baptist. So we were able to play in some fun arenas, some really tough environments, and play some really good competition that prepared us for our season as well.
Awesome, man. So that transitions me to my next question. It's going to be a tough one. It's your first year head coach, LSU Shreveport. Who do you feel like was the first coach that outcoached you?
That's a really good question. I mean, I got to really think on it. I'm going to try and cover the whole season. The first one that outcoached me, I would say it was Coach Bo from Oklahoma City. We played Oklahoma City over at Texas, or at SAGU, actually. We played Texas Wesleyan the day before, but Oklahoma City was number 1 country. They were undefeated up until the last couple of weeks of the season, and we just had no answer for their size, and it was, really simple how they wanted to execute, and they did a really good job. That was the first time I was like, holy cow, like I'm coaching against some really good coaches now. So I think that'd be the first time I'd say I got out coached. It happened plenty of other times during the year too. So
for sure, man. We like to say players win games, coaches lose games. So.
I hear you. I 100% agree with you on that.
So you've got experience at the junior college level, of course, and then now you got experience at the NAI level. How do you think that junior college experience prepared you for the NAI to be a head coach? What's the difference? Talk about your background and how those two things go together.
Yeah, no, so I played JUCO. I played the same junior college that I ended up coaching at Gillette College in Gillette, Wyoming. Not sure I ended up there, but played there, coached there, played at the NAI level, so I kind of knew a little bit about both. When I coached junior college, it was definitely an experience. I was very familiar with it because I played at the same school, but it was a great experience. The first year we kind of struggled, and we took that summer to reload and into that second year where we were able to win our region and go to the national tournament. So it was really fun. I think some things I learned from the junior college level I could translate to LSUS because, we do take a lot of transfers, especially JUCOs and some 4-year kids. So it's kind of a lot of turnover sometimes year to year. So those kind of some things I was able to take from the JUCO level and apply here at LSUS.
So speaking of from a perspectives standpoint, side of you, when it comes to LSU Shreveport, how is you guys recruiting as far as what tournaments are you at, what events are y'all at, where are you really looking for kids when these kids are trying to get seen by college coaches or high school coaches are trying to get their kids seen, AAU coaches, et cetera?
Definitely. Kind of our recruiting style is we love to recruit, really talented players, obviously, but we love to have a good mix of upperclassmen and some freshmen and sophomores in there together and kind of mold them to be those really good 4-year players. So we were getting out of the high school games this year. I wasn't able to get out as much as I wanted to, but I got to see some high school ball, some junior college ball. I was able to get over to the tournament for a little bit at Centenary, so we watched some really good games, and we kind of recruit high school kids as well as junior college or transfers. We kind of look at everything as an individual situation and see how they can benefit from coming and joining us here at LSUS.
Awesome, man. I guess what have y'all been doing? I had Bob Awesome from LSU Alexandria on earlier, and he was saying I think y'all only get like 24 or 26. I forgot what the number was. A week y'all get to practice. What are y'all doing as of now with your team, with the virus and all that madness? What's going on with all that?
Yeah, no, our main focus right now is to make sure our young ladies finish strong academically. We've got about a month left. You know, they're really good. They're students for the most part. They take care of their business in the classroom, but just making sure they finish strong and you know, passing classes in order to get to that level to where they're close to graduating and are graduating. So that's kind of been our main focus right now. It's kind of hard to get in the gym, and you know, I've been kind of doing some home workouts, but just kind of trying to tell them to stay active, because you know, just sitting around every day, you know, it gets boring, and you know, the walls start closing in on you if you're not active. So kind of trying to encourage them to remain active and you know, not just sit around and play video games all day. But we've kind of just been staying in touch, mostly on some academic fronts, and kind of make sure they finish strong in that department.
Awesome. I think that's great advice. Even for high school kids, you know, where I'm at, we transitioning completely to online, so we're still getting academics and all that stuff. You guys are going full online, so it's very easy to get behind. But those grades do count. You know, these grades carry on with you to whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to go on after and go and get your master's degree somewhere, these grades are going to count. It's very important. Academics is, I agree, should be the focus right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I've got a couple of seniors that graduated that are trying to get into some graduate programs. So finishing strong and getting that GPA as high as possible is, you know, most important to me. Now, watching them graduate, whenever that may be, is going to be quite an accomplishment. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Cool. My next question is going to be with the virus and everything. NCAA announced that, you know, April shut down, no live period. May shut down. Granted, you guys can go out whenever, but there's still no events going on. Possibly July is going to be shut down. June, we may not have elite camps, summer camps, team camps, all that. The 21 class is freaking out. You know, some kids are committing without even going on campus. Some kids are getting pressured and they're panicking on not getting that quote unquote look. Is there any advice you could give those 2021 PSAs?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, 2020 kids, it's a little different situation for them, as, you know, kind of time is cutting it close to it getting to September and August already. But 2020 kids or 2021 kids, I wouldn't really panic. I kind of stay the course. Hopefully by the summer this thing is cleared up and they're able to play their AAU season on the circuits and be seen by college coaches and showcase their talents. I think the biggest thing I say for the kids that are coming in to be seniors in high school are to stay sharp. I mean, you got to try and work out as much as you can at home, whether you have a court back, you know, in the backyard, or can pull one out of the driveway, or you have a weight room, you know, in the garage or anything like that. The main thing is to stay, you know, in shape as best way you can and stay locked in, ready to go once this thing kind of clears up and we're able to play some basketball again. So I tell them to try and stay as prepared as they possibly can. So when that opportunity does arise, they're able to take full advantage of it.
That's great advice. I think, to your point, especially for the NAIA junior college level, where guys Division III, when they're not, there's no recruiting calendar, right? So we don't know what they're going to do with the calendar. So as soon as this thing opens up from the government, you know, standpoint, and someone's allowed to have a tournament, even if that's not a live event, like I feel like a lot of guys like yourself, the NAIs, they're going to be out there for sure. So you want to be ready to go at that first tournament, and like you say, this is going to end, and you just got to be ready.
Yeah, no question. I think just staying prepared. I try and teach that to my players, so you don't have to prepare. You're already prepared, and you know, all it takes is for one coach to offer you an opportunity, and there you go to a school, and you're living out your dreams. So I think just staying prepared will be the most important thing for kids right now.
Cool. So talking more about your level, NAIA, gets fixated on D1 or bust, especially here in Louisiana. There's not very many D3s. We only have 2. There's not very many junior colleges. There's probably some more NAIs, and people tend to go that route just because it's 4 years, I guess. But, I'm not sure how you guys are scholarship-wise as far as what you can offer. Division I, 15 full rides. You go, everything's paid for on down the line. What type of opportunities the girls have at your school as far as athletic scholarships and what's covered and overall education on that process?
Yeah, no, I think LSUS is actually a unique situation from some of the situations I've been in. Tuition is very affordable. The cost to go to school at LSUS is really affordable. So, especially with in-state kids that get top scholarships, and there's different academic scholarships you can get that we're able to stack with basketball money here at LSUS, and we can get you to, closest thing to a full ride we consider here at LSUS. So I think, it just goes back to academics, recruiting for us, kids that are high academic kids, they're easy to get in school. They can get extra scholarship dollars in their pocket possibly if they do good on their test scores and have high GPAs. So I think, we kind of recruit a little bit of everything. We recruit, transfers, freshmen. We're trying to build the culture to have more 4-year kids, but I think having a good mix of transfer from division level or another NAI program or junior level are good, role models for freshmen for years. So I think a good mix is huge for us at LSUS. I know this past year we had a ton of JUCO kids transfers just because I got jobs so late, and it was hard to find a lot of available high school kids. But I think we're doing a good job of getting good high school kids and transfer for this 2020. So I'm excited.
You broke up a little bit, but just kind of recap what you were saying. So,
my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying, here at LSUS, we're able to stack academic money as well as athletic money. So, kids being high academic with high test scores and high GPAs, it only creates more opportunities for them on the basketball court and playing or going to 4-year institutions. So here at LSUS, I think we have a unique situation, in fact, that we are able to stack scholarships in terms of basketball money and academic money. It puts together a good situation for kids to go to school here.
So I did see on y'all's roster, you're bringing back your top 2 scorers. So that's always good whenever you win the conference and bring back your top 2 scorers. That makes it for a good coach. So I'm sure you're gonna look like a really good coach next year for sure. What, as far as the recruiting process for a PSA from an NAIA coach? We had Jason on from Centenary, and he brought a great point. They can't give athletic scholarships, but he still recruits them as if he's at a Division II and it's a full ride. You're still getting recruited very, very heavily. The opportunity is going to be there, and I guess the hardest thing that we have in Louisiana is, like I said, we're Division I or bust. So that's where the mindset is. There's opportunities all over the place. We had Coach Jamie on from LSU Eunice, and he talked about if you really want to play this game at the next level and you put in the time, there's a place for everyone, right? How do you go about recruiting your kids? I'm assuming it's the same as everything. You're recruiting them extremely hard, and then at the end of the day, as long as we can sit down with these kids and figure out the financials on the back end, doesn't have to be full ride or bust.
No question. I think we do have a lot of Division I's here in the state of Louisiana, where some kids might not be able to get to the highest level, which is Division I. Kind of find it's all about fit for me. I think kids should go where they're wanted. Number one, if a coach is not showing interest in you, then you probably shouldn't go to that school. But I think if a coach is really recruiting you hard and really wants you to come to their program, I think some kids shouldn't get caught up on the level, because there are some really good junior colleges, there's some really good NAIs, there's some really good Division II programs. And I think if a kid just says, I want to go here because it's Division I, well, it might not be the best fit, and maybe a Division II school is the best fit for you. So I think, finding the right fit and, going and taking a visit somewhere and really visualizing how you can be successful there is the biggest point I like to point out in the recruiting process. Obviously, there's some really talented kids at the NAI level, Division II, junior college, there's talent everywhere. It's all about going where you're wanting and where you're going to be able to succeed.
Awesome. And, with the time frame that we're in, today's April 9th. So, granted, we don't have the quote unquote signing period because NCAA shut down, but it would be around this time, right? This week. And again, it's the problem in Louisiana. I feel people are just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the Division Ones to come along, quote unquote. The two-sided question, I guess. The NCAA is looking into allowing all transfers to transfer 1 year and play right away, right? So for the most part, Division Ones are going to sign kids early, high school kids, let's put it that way. And then in the second half, they're going to be looking for transfers that can just come in and play right away. That should help speed up the process. But how do we educate people on the timing, the process? Like, when are y'all starting to recruit the kids? When should you start exploring other options? I mean, it's very, very rare that Division Ones are going to come on this late in the game, I would say. Yeah,
I'd say for a 2020 high school kid, it is April. And I think, if the Division Ones haven't been reaching out to you up until this point, there's nothing wrong with that. But I would start looking at some options because, the transfer portal is starting to kick in, and those Division Ones are looking at bringing in graduate transfers or just transfers. And so I think I wouldn't get too caught up on level. Obviously, every kid's dream is to play at the Division I level. But I think if, you went to a lower level, Division II or NAI, and you had a great experience and you won championships and won a lot of basketball games and, built a sisterhood or brotherhood with your teammates over 4 years and, graduate with a degree. I think, that's invaluable no matter what level it's at. So I think, I just tell kids to, do your due diligence. I think do your research, research schools and what degree programs they have for you and all those things, and take that into consideration and not just get caught up on which level you're going to be playing at. Because there's really high basketball at all these levels, in my opinion.
For sure. And I think the Division II and the NAIA national tournament is the hardest tournament to possibly win. I mean, how many games do you have to win in how many days?
So NAI is 5 games in 7 days, I believe. One of my best friends on the women's side, they won it all. They won the national title, so they won 5 games in 7 days. So that's brutal. It's not split up in different weekends and stuff, and you get some rest. You kind of just got to go. So it's really fun. And, we missed out on it this year, but I've been a couple times as a player and as a coach on the men's side. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great experience for our kids, and that's something that, not every Division I school gets to experience. There's 64, 60, they got a couple of playing games, I think now. Only 64 teams are going to make the NCAA tournament. And only 32 teams make it at the NAI tournament, but it's all at one central location. And it's basketball from sun up to sundown, and it's a really great experience. And you get to watch, some big-time transfers from Division I programs or, kids that have been at NAI programs for 4 years turn into an All-American and watch their careers end at one of the big stages. It's really a unique experience.
No doubt. Talking a little bit more about your team, man. You guys – like you said, won the conference tournament, had an opportunity to compete there, and then y'all were going to the national tournament. You still had some accolades. I think one of your girls was third-team All-American. So, I mean, there's still opportunities even as far as awards, national championship, conference championships. And like you said, it's a high level of basketball. I mean, you guys are going up the road and y'all are beating Division I team. So it's not like it's a huge gap in between. We just got to find a way to get over that mindset of D1 or bust. You want to talk about any of your girls that coming back, like I said, the NAI All-American?
Yeah, no, we had a really talented team this year. We were very fortunate with the returners and some of the recruits that I had brought in. We had 2 NAI All-Americans. One was third-team All-American, Deaja Thompson, who was the Conference Player of the Year for, this year, Newcomer of the Year. She was awesome for us, high-level kid. She is a Division I type talent. She had, out of junior college, out of Connor State, she had several Division I offers, and it didn't pan out for her. And instead of, turning her nose up at, little LSU-S, she gave it an opportunity, and she flourished in her junior season. So she'll be back for us. I think she averaged about 17 points a game, about 7 rebounds. So she's capable of filling it up, and I think she's primed for another good season. I think Future Banks was a two-time now honorable mention All-American. I think Fu's going to have a really good senior year as well. She kind of just shows up every day ready to work. And a third one, I think Kiara Collins came on really strong for us after the break. She ended up being the tournament MVP at our conference tournament. She's really good, Division II transfer. I think she'll be a junior coming in this year. So those are three that have high hopes for, and I think they're going to lead us. We've got our point guard back, Taylor Jacob. We've got a few reserves off the bench coming back. So we've got 8 returners that I think will bring some valuable experience and some championship mindset every day. And I think whoever we bring in will be able to fall right in line, and we'll keep this train rolling. But it was a great year. Being able to play some Division I schools, beat one of them, that was a really cool experience. And we finished second in the conference regular season, but ended up winning the conference tournament. Was awesome. I think those were some of the goals we have for our team, and to get to the national tournament was the ultimate goal. And we were able to do that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play any games, but to just know that we achieved our goals was something that it's something to be proud of, and we'll be able to look back on and be proud of it. So it was a good first year, and hopefully we can keep this train rolling.
Man, it's great to see. You can just kind of feel the energy, the buzz coming off of you, man, with how excited you are about your program. Congratulations, man, again on the first year, just jumping out, hitting the ground running. And I think it's great for everyone to see, how excited you are about your program, the accolades that your guys are getting. Like you said, girls that had D1 looks and it just fell through for whatever reason, gave you guys a chance. And look, here she is, a third-team All-American coming back her senior year as probably one of the best players in the NAI, it looks like. And, now she's going to have an opportunity to be that guy. And it's always good whenever you're that guy at a program. So,
yeah, no, definitely. They just put in so much hard work, and I think our coaching staff did a really good job this year. And, just to see your hard work pay off is awesome. And so hopefully we can follow up year one and have another great season in year 2.
Cool, man. Well, a lot of people talk about, trying to connect with you guys social media-wise. You have any social media accounts, whether yourself, the school, and also elite camps, trying to keep up with everyone. We think it's a big thing that, kids get out to these prospects, these elite camps, get onto your campuses, get out there, see you guys, you see them. Just kind of keep us up to date with that. Where can we find that information? Who knows if it's going to be June, July, or August?
Yeah, no, I know. It kind of sucks from that standpoint, not having a whole lot to do this. Hopefully we do, but, it's kind of not looking very good. But, no, our Twitter, we're going to make a new Twitter coming up this year, but our athletics is LSU Athletics. They kind of keep up with everything really good about, showing us the good things that are happening here at LSUS with any sport. So just LSUS Athletics, trying to figure out if we're going to do any camps or anything this summer. Hopefully we're able to, but we're looking out to hit the recruiting trail running this summer for the 2021 class. We're going to lose. I think we have about 6 or 7 seniors coming in, so we're going to lose a ton. So we're going to have to look to reload starting with that 21 class. So I'm really excited. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's a great point too. So for advice to potential student athletes, parents, everyone, man, like you just said, it's very easy to pull up your roster, look and see how many guys you have coming back. So now you said 6, 7 seniors, So now as I'm a 2021, these guys are really looking for somebody versus if I'm just looking at it and you only have 2 seniors, maybe it's not the best option, or maybe that's not the biggest opportunity. So I think that's a good little nugget that you left us with for sure.
Yep. No doubt. I think it's just all about fit. I think that just kind of ties into everything we've been talking about, just going somewhere that you're wanted. If a school is losing, 6 or 7 seniors, they've got to reload, and that gives a freshman an opportunity to play big minutes right away. So I think going where you're wanted and where you have an opportunity are the 2 biggest things for me.
Well, Coach Strickland, again, man, I appreciate you coming on. LSU-Shreveport, you guys had a great year. Looking forward to keeping up with you guys in year 2. Expect some big things, bringing back 2 of your top scorers. It's going to make for a great season. Again, thanks to everyone that came on and watched. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be bringing you guys some more college coaches.